Hello, my name is Kathy. I live in beautiful Jamaica, and today I'm going to talk on this video about motivation. So I'm going to give you a few tips to help you keeping motivation and stop procrastinating. So hi, if you don't know me, I'm Kathy Lo-Pinto. I live in beautiful Jamaica. I am French, and today we're going to talk about motivation and why we should stop procrastinating. When you have some hiccups, when you have some little challenges along the way, it can be for business, but also relationship, whatever you want to change in your life, we kind of find that we want to give up everything and just go back the way we were. So I'm going to give you a few tips and I hope it will help you. So first you have to understand that we have two types of motivation. We have internal motivation and external motivation. So the internal motivation is the motivation that you have in yourself, the one that you really want to change in your life, something very personal, something that will help you, help your family, so something that you want to do, and that is the one that works best, this kind of motivation. We have also external motivation, which is different, which would be like a reward or so avoiding a punishment, something that you have to do because you have to do it. For example, if you work and you can have a reward if you, for example, you reach certain level of work, or even if you are in school and you have to do your homework or you get punishment. So that is kind of external motivation, but that usually doesn't work as much as your personal motivation. So that was for the little motivation side. Now, what to do to keep motivated? Because we're going to have some hiccups along the way, and you would have to think this way. Every little hiccups, every little challenges, because I don't like to call them problems, are there to help you grow. And sometimes you might have a big challenge, something that happens and you're not happy with it, but in the long run you will understand that it had been a blessing for you because it was meant to be. So when you have challenges this way, don't put yourself down, don't keep getting frustrated, and just push yourself. Just put on the side, see the positive side of every situation. And if you are surrounded with negative people, just put them aside and don't talk to them, because at that time you don't want to have other people telling you that they were right and you were wrong. So that's why surrounding yourself with positive people is very important. When you want to start and change something in your life, you can't be surrounded with people negative unless because you have to keep your posture, unless you are really, really strong and you know exactly what you want to do and you are very focused on your goals. You are going to have hiccups along the way, and if you are sensitive and you are surrounded with people, negative people like that, you're going to be frustrated and you might stop your dreams. So very important to push them aside, telling them nicely, look, maybe you don't understand what I want to do, you don't understand what I want to achieve, but it's my life, pay my bills. At the end of the day, I have to do my work, I have to do what I have to do for my family or for myself. Okay, so very important that you keep with positive people, and this way always surround yourself with people better than you. As I always say, we are the average of the 5 people you're all around you. So if you are surrounded with only negative people, you're going to end up negative. And it's the same thing, for example, if you are in an environment somewhere that is not a positive environment, you're going to feel bad, you're going to feel negative. So keep your environment positive, and keep your friends, positive friends also. Okay, so that is my first tip. You're going to envision the end result. So what to envision this end result, you have to write down your goals. So you can do a vision board, you can have something, for example, if you're on weight loss, you want to lose weight, you can put something on your fridge. If you have a study somewhere, you can put stuff on your walls. anything that would keep you motivated, anything that you want to achieve, everything that you want to do, and put more details. So for the people that know me, they know I want to have my spa. I'm a beautician, and that is what I want. So at the start I didn't really know how I wanted. I had some vague ideas, but the more I meditate, the more I think about it, I add more things, and I know what I want to do. I know exactly where are going to be the rooms and my Zen place, everything like that. So put as much details as you can, and if you can't find the details when you start, add them, maybe a few months after, but it will keep you motivated. It will keep you reminding why you started that. So for example, also I want to travel more because I have my kids. So if you see my profile, my why are my kids and my grandchildren. So I want to visit them more. I want to be able to travel more. So you have different motivation. You can have not only one big motivation, but you can have different goals also. So that is why it's so important that you do that. When you write, for example, a check or something you want to do, always put the date. It's very important to put a date and a time and where. For example, don't just say I want to go on a holiday. No, just be specific. So this way, you put in the universe what you want to do, and this way you're going to get it. Okay, whatever it is you wanted to change in your life, it can be a relationship, it can be a job, it can be maybe changing house, maybe changing even town or country, whatever it is. Put as much details as you want, but write it down. And it's very important that you put the end goal when you want to have it done, but also you need to do different small goals. So you have long-term goals, but you have the small goals also. So very important to do your activity goals for the week and for 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year time, but every week is very important. Why? Because you need to go into a routine. So if you have your weekly goals, it will be easier for you to first see what you achieve, because sometimes when we have hiccups, and that's when we are completely demotivated, we want to quit, or we don't know if it's for us, you're going to see when you write all your activity goals and everything you did, okay, that week it didn't work out well, but look what you did before and what end result you got. So very important to do your activity goals, which is not the results, but also write your results. And if maybe for a few weeks you don't see results, maybe it's because you had changed something, maybe you didn't, so if you are doing something online, you didn't post enough or you didn't prospect enough, so you'll see the pattern. So that's why writing everything is so important. So you have to think that every little step is a step forward your goal, even if it's because life happens, and if you have a family, if you have like for me, I have my kids, and there is always something going on. So I decided to do such and such a thing for the week, and I didn't do it, and I didn't have time because something happened, child got sick or whatever it is. Well, you have to think that it's not the end of the world. Okay, always think that you do as much as you can. If you know yourself that you put action into it and you didn't have time because it was completely out of your it wasn't your fault, you couldn't change anything, then don't beat yourself up. Celebrate when you have little steps and little wins, so this way you keep your motivation and you keep doing well, and it's great, it's a great feeling, even if it's a small win. But always celebrate that. That will keep you motivated. Also, keep a routine, doing every single day what you have to do will help you keeping this groove, keeping this motivation to do this and that, and do the hard task in the morning. I find that when I have something that I don't really like doing, instead of pushing it, write that you have to do it that week, and then do it in the morning. Take away all distraction. Don't have your phone with you, don't have notification. Do what you have to do, and you'll see you're not going to waste time. I'm telling you that because when I started doing network marketing, and when I had a message, I was replying straight away the message. When I had someone sending me an email, I was learning. So when I wanted to do a blog or even a video like that, because I was seeing my phones and I was distracted. Instead of maybe doing a video in 20 minutes or a blog in an hour or 40 minutes, whatever it is I had to do, it was taking and stretching more time. And then I was frustrated because I didn't have done everything I wanted to do. And when you start seeing distraction, then it goes, you know, you see your email or you see another email and you decide to do that, and then you click on the link, and instead of reading the email for a few seconds, you're going to spend maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So it's so important that when you want to do your task, do it this way. It's out of the way, and don't think of any other distraction. Also, when you are a perfectionist and you want everything to be correct, that is a way also that is going to put you, you know, a little down when you have a lack of motivation, because you're going to think that you're spending too much time maybe doing picture, too much time doing a blog. Like for example, because I'm French and I know my English is not perfect, I was spending a lot of time doing my blogs. But then you get used to it. Guarantee you it goes faster. So at the start, of course, everybody that starts, it takes longer, but then you're going to get used to it. And it's the same thing when I wanted to do a post, I wanted everything perfect, but it's wasting time, and then you realize you didn't have much time to do what you were supposed to do. And especially when you're in network marketing, you have to prospect. You cannot spend your day doing videos and blogs and being offline like that. You have to prospect, you have to engage, and that should be your priority. But when you are too perfectionist and you want to have everything out there and you want to do too many platforms and you don't know what you're doing, but you're doing so many things, and you are not going to see the results, you're going to get discouraged, and that's how you're going to give up or being completely demotivated. So when you are in that state, just put everything away, engage with people, and see maybe a video of motivation. Do your meditation or your prayer, whatever it is working for you. If you need to take a day off because you had a big hiccup, something happened and you're not happy with the result, take a day off. Go for a walk, go for for a drive, whatever it is. Sometimes that happened to me. I'm disappointed with something that happened that is completely not my fault. I can't change anything. And I just take the car and I go for a drive. If you're living around the sea or a beach, you can go and just sit down and just relax, hear the waves. It's going to be good for you. Just water is always good for you. So if you are around water, go there. It can be a river, whatever it is, and it's give you energy. So go there and just relax. Don't beat yourself for stuff that are out of your control and you can't change anything. When what is done is done, you can't go back in the past. But keep motivated with what you want in the future, and that is so important. That's why having this vision board, having that, is going to help you to keep motivated. So I'm going to end this video telling you that what you think will become your reality, and that's why it's so important you change your mindset. And that's why it's very important that when you have little hiccups, when you are a lack of motivation, when because you don't see a result, just take a step back yourself, think about why you decided to do that and why you want to change in your life. So I hope you liked these little tips. If you did, you can share, subscribe on my channel. You can get back to me on Facebook or on Instagram. That's where I am most on my two platforms, and I'll be happy to share with you what I'm doing, how I train, what is my training, and what I can do to help you. If you have any challenge, if I can even give you a little tip. Sometimes little tips coming from an outsider is better than keeping yourself, trying to resolve everything yourself, because we are stuck in our ideas, but having an outsider idea is sometimes very good. So don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be more than happy to help you, and don't give up. I mean, whatever you want to do in life, whatever dream you have, you can do it. Look, I'm here living in beautiful Jamaica, a dream that I would have never thought I would do. So if it happened to me, it can happen to anybody. All right, thank you so much for listening to my video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye bye.